This is interesting. This week marks International Compost Awareness Week, the largest global education initiative dedicated to promoting the benefits of composting.
Absolutely. And today we are putting a fun and tasty twist on compost awareness. We're making an edible trail mix inspired by compost. Of course, Byrd joins us right now to share how this is a creative and delicious way to get people thinking about what goes into compost. Now, there are so many elements that you can put into compost, and sometimes everything isn't good, right?
Not everything's good, and there is a recipe to it, just like baking, which makes it perfect to have some food elements, and kids love it, adults love it.
I know.
I love having gummy worms around the house, so.
Absolutely.
Well, it makes a lot of sense because you can see, you get the education from it, and you can see it in a different way. And I mean, it's all about being simple, right?
Exactly. Keep it simple.
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit about how we can, of course, bring awareness to Compost Week. It's week, right?
Yeah,
it
the
is
whole
not the
week.
month.
It's the whole week.
It's the whole week.
Yep. So composting at home is great. Asking your favorite restaurant or cafe if they compost. And also just booking us to do this event. We do this free for nonprofit and schools and any kind of educational event at no charge. So we can bring this table, and it's kind of trick or treat style. So we give the kids a paper bag, it's compostable.
Okay.
And I will have gloves on and give them the components and tell them the story of compost.
Just like that. Well, now you're with Treehouse Compost, so tell us today. Give us, let's act like Indy and I are in 5th grade.
Great.
Let's do it.
Awesome. So trick or treat style, you got your bags. So here we have some cereal. It represents hay and grass cuttings that you might find in your lawn. We're going to pile them up. We're going to have a good time. It's autumn. It's almost Halloween. And of course, we've got some food scraps in the house, mom's coffee, our pumpkin guts, apple cores, things that we're not eating. So we're going to put those in this pile of leaves we just played in.
Okay.
And then, of course, we're out there trimming our trees, getting them ready for harsh winter. So we're going to have some twigs and stems. We're going to mix those in with our stuff here. And so those twigs and stems are going to create air pockets. And those air pockets are going to be where bugs survive the winter. And those bugs are going to hang out in there. They're going to chomp on the leaves and the food. They're going to lay eggs, and they're going to have a good party. And you know who never misses a party, right? The star of the show, the worms.
Oh, the worms. Oh. Oh.
Absolutely. And there's typically 2 types of worms you'll find in compost. Night crawlers, which they eat a lot less than red wigglers. And they both live at different areas of the soil and come up. And you'll see some of those. There are invasive worms, so if you see something with a flat head or something that's really long, contact a scientist or your local extension office to get it identified.
That is pretty cool.
I would have never thought to do that.
Same.
And then the last step is you mix it up and you've got a beautiful compost.
Edible compost.
Well, today it's trail mix, but after a few months you'd actually have some soil for your yard in the spring.
So are there any items that cannot go into a compost? You know, while we're cooking, we're thinking about all those different things. Now, of course, bones and things like that we can't put in the compost, right?
Right. Some people do if they have commercial composting, which our area does not. So it's not a good idea to compost meat or cooked items that have heavy oils or vinegars, because that can slow down the decomposition process. But of course, if you ever have questions, even if you're not one of our pickup subscribers, our inbox is always open and we're happy to answer questions.
Perfect.
Well, this is fantastic. All right, there we see the information, treehousecompost.com. We can find out everything we need over there. And if you want to get some of y'all to come over and talk about this, the plan right there, right?
Absolutely.
So tell us one more time, give us the website, and if people are interested, how they can contact you.
Treehousecompost.com, treehousecompost@gmail.com, or our Instagram is treehouse859.
See, do you have any other events this week for, of course, compost?
We don't. We just finished up 4 educational activities from Earth Day up until last week. But as you can see, we have plenty of supplies ready to go for another event.
Well, my question is, can I open this and have one of these?
We've got some right over here for you.
Oh, you don't want me to have them out of this. You don't want me to have a freshman. You want me to have one
You have
that
to
India
glove
put
up now.
together.
Yeah.
We practice safety
I see
here.
how this goes. We appreciate you being
Of course.
here.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.